We're here.
All right.
Podcast characters.
Podcast. It's cocktail.
Cocktail characters.
Characters. Today we're here with a character. This is the hype.
Your makeup artist is not working today.
She took the day off. It's Juneteenth.
Celebrating Juneteenth.
Oh,
She is.
I
She's not here.
Dab my sweat
Oh
on
my
face.
gosh. Real
Do you
quick.
need me to hold
I'm going to
this?
need you to hold something. And JJ,
There
hold
you
that.
go.
And while you're doing
Fix
your
yourself
thing,
up.
why don't we tell them about our spatula?
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to address a couple things. Number one, if you're letting your hair air dry, do a clip. JJ, if you need to try this, it'll let it dry with a little
Get some poof.
umph.
Yeah.
It's looking weird
Yeah,
though.
that's
It
the
looks great.
Juneteenth tip of the day.
Juneteenth tip of the day. Tip of the
Tip of the
day.
day. Again, I repeat. You say the thing, and I repeat you. It's funny.
Okay. You explain the
Spatula.
spatula.
Okay, so we only have 2 mics, and so somebody gave us the cutesy idea to use a spatula so that we can share a mic.
We're still amateurs at the mics, so
Here we
figuring
go.
that out. Okay.
So what we do first, JJ, is we kind of talk about maybe something that's going on in our week.
We recap.
We do a little recap. Just
Okay.
Do you want to
Let
go
people
first,
know.
second, or third?
I'll go second.
That was a good choice. Okay. You go first.
okay. This week, we had a busy week last week. Evie got to go horseback riding, which is like a dream come true. We spent some time at the pool, the public pool, which was super fun. I mean, I just sat and read and people watched, which is my favorite. And she had a friend.
Did you see anything funny or weird?
Yeah, but
You don't have to tell us about it.
okay. I mean, it's usually just
Tell us the dates.
tell us the deets.
it's the pool deets.
Well, there was one family that I was interested in what was happening, and the fact of like I couldn't tell who was with who, and it kind of felt like a throuple.
Did they wear a pineapple?
An upside down pineapple.
Yeah.
I did not see
They
one of
didn't have
those.
the pineapple chain.
I didn't get close enough, but I wish.
Next
I
time.
wish. But they had a really, really cute baby. It was so cute.
We do have experiences with thruples.
We do.
Personally,
Not personally.
on a professional
client.
level.
Full disclaimer.
If you've listened to the thruple episode we addressed.
You may get a lot of hits on this. Like thruples, really?
Thruple.
Okay.
And we got the house for you.
Yeah, we want to interview with you.
We are coming in.
Yeah.
We want to interview
Where is
with
this
you.
live podcast? I want this thruple action.
Oh my gosh.
doing good.
We are definitely
We're doing
pulling in the
good.
wrong clientele right now. No, it was interesting. I was just like really trying to watch. But then yesterday was really fun. I went bike riding for the first time this season. Me and Evie went with some
Nice.
girlfriends, and we've never been on Rudy Jack Trail.
Electric.
Oh no.
Nice. Work the
Dun,
quads.
dun, 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 dun. It was great. I think we did like 6 miles, which is not huge on like a straightaway, but
6 miles.
yeah, it was great.
That's more than I did
It was
yesterday on a bike.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love
Beautiful. Do you
that.
smell my puppy, Milo?
Milo's here.
Milo, you smell
Yeah,
Rise.
Milo.
Rise, Milo.
Show your face.
Milo.
Oh,
And this is a
Milo.
boy named Milo.
It's a boy.
Most Milos are boys.
What?
I know.
I swear. We're looking it up. There has to be a girl Milo.
A thruple.
A Milo girl, a Milo boy, and then a random
then a-
Jenny.
Yeah, one that identifies itself as a Milo.
Milo's like, what's
Identifies
happening?
as Milo. Milo's very sweet.
Oh
Milo
my
just got a
gosh.
haircut, so
Yeah.
Yeah, he
he's
looks
doing good.
way different.
Isn't it funny how it changes them so much when they get a haircut?
Is that your update for the week?
Oh, your turn.
Milo's haircut.
I mean, I guess I have a few updates, but
I love it. Let's hear 'em.
one of them is going to be one that we're going to talk about.
I
later on.
cannot
So
wait.
I haven't-
Hold it.
I have an update for that, but
No, yeah.
Yes.
That
so
is
we're going to leave that for
perfect.
the
Okay.
story of
Okay.
the day
Yeah.
Okay.
for Juneteenth.
For Juneteenth. What's your other update then?
So
Life update.
I've been lazy this week.
Oh,
Really?
Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
like I
love
feel like
that.
I've been in a slump. You know, as a realtor, you know, you feel like you always have to be on and going and going.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
like this week, I feel like I don't want to do anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys felt that way
I've
before.
never felt it in my life.
Never,
Just
never.
kidding. This week I felt it. you know?
Actually,
Yeah.
this week has been really nice for doing a little bit of nothing.
Okay, give one little life update in Spanish, and then we're gonna interpret it.
Oh my
I feel
God,
like we can
life
do this.
update in
like
Spanish.
Please,
Like-
small and simple.
Yeah, let's do like a
Okay. So life update. Shoot. gotta think about my life. I don't think about my life a lot.
Just like
I think about other people's lives.
That's good, but you know, you gotta
Yeah.
introspective.
So let's see. Let's go to you first, and then I'll think about.
Think of one sentence in Spanish.
One sentence.
We're gonna guess it.
I
Okay.
love it.
My life update. I spent most of the weekend and the first couple days of the week with sick children. At one point, my middle child said, "Mom, are we gonna leave the house?" And I said, "One day. One day we will leave."
We're one day closer, my love.
Because we're all just here forever.
Yeah,
But I think we made a full recovery, which was good.
nice.
Last night I was chopping onions. I cut both my fingers. Both of them.
Oh my
At
god.
the same time.
Usually people cry.
It
Not her. She chops off her fingers.
just shink.
Onions make me cut myself.
Chop fingers.
She's like,
And
I hate
one-
myself.
Why do I have to cut
I
onions?
hate onions. One got pretty deep. I'm not convinced it didn't need a stitch, but
We're just
I'm not getting a stitch for a finger.
Screw those doctors. All they want is money.
Hey, my husband's cut himself a million times as an electrician or drilled holes in his fingers. Electrical tape.
Oh.
It's like he puts it on, and the next day it's all starting to heal up.
Sealed up.
Is
Yeah.
he happy in his marriage?
He's so happy.
Okay, I just wonder if he's cutting himself
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys do
a lot.
I'll have Jordan on next week.
You're like, as a matter of fact.
I will remember that. I did wrap a Band-Aid pretty tight, and I felt like it was kind of sealed
keeping
this
it
morning.
cut. You're good.
So,
So sick kids.
sick kids and a finger cut.
Okay.
I think that's my update.
Wow. That's not. Usually you give us a little something.
I'm sorry.
It's
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Let me search. Okay, and then I was woken up in the night, and I heard a noise, and down from the ceiling dropped
A mojito.
a mojito. Just kidding. That didn't happen. I literally was just
Oh,
up in the
that's
night.
okay.
I got an update now.
Okay.
I just
In
thought of one while
Spanish?
we were talking. I could say it in Spanish. It's a little more difficult, but yeah, I could say it in Spanish.
Okay.
Okay. So, yo fui al mecánico.
Something fire and mechanical.
A family has a mechanic. There's a mechanic in his family.
I heard fire.
I went to mechanic.
Okay, you went to family.
So yo fui al mecánico con el Corvette.
Okay, so
Oh,
your
Corvette. We got
Oh,
that.
Corvette, got it.
Y ellos notaron que tenía un liqueo
The leak in something.
You are so good.
en el
at this.
transmisión.
Transmission.
Oh.
So
The
ahora
transmission on the Corvette.
un liqueo, un poquito.
Oh, it's
tiny,
a small.
small.
Okay.
poquito, yeah. Y me dijeron que me va a costar $2,000.
It's $1 million.
I heard $2 million. 2,000.
Yeah, not 2 million. Oh my gosh.
$2 million.
2 million. So me va a
$2,000.
costar $2,000.
Uh,
So lo que yo voy a hacer es voy a comprar todo lo de abajo para el muffler
muffler.
para
Around the muffler?
para que se suene mejor.
There's a leak on the muffler.
Around-
So he's going to put a new muffler. It's going to make it even faster.
It's
Louder.
gonna be a
Louder.
louder.
It's gonna sound better.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
So because of the leak in the transmission, you're putting in a new muffler to make the car louder.
Sí.
That doesn't track, but that's cool.
Okay, but
I
let
don't
me
know
explain. Do you want me to explain in English or in
Yes.
Spanish still?
Spanish.
Okay. So lo voy a explicar en español. So, por el razón por que voy a cambiar todo de abajo es porque ellos tienen que sacar todo de abajo.
From the sky. From the sky.
Things are dropping.
I don't know.
So van a quitar todo de abajo para
Rojo. Rojo? Red.
down.
Work.
They're gonna take everything off.
Oh, so while they're
From the-
out.
While they're
the
at
bottom.
it, might as well get a bit.
Get
Yeah.
a new
Yeah.
thing.
So porque la transmisión estás arriba del muffler.
That makes sense.
Nice.
So
While they're in there, doc, take it all out.
So,
Switch it all out.
¿qué tú crees que me va a costar el muffler y todo ese sistema?
Yeah.
Sistema.
How much do you think that the muffler and the whole system's gonna cost?
Oh.
System. It's $2,000 just for the transmission.
Yeah, for a seal, just for a seal.
Oh my
Isn't that
Mhm.
wild?
The whole kit and caboodle.
$5,500.
Ooh, you are spot on.
Spot on.
Am I really?
You win a
God, I
spatula, Vanna White.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tell her what she wins.
I'm gonna win a Kleenex. My nose is running. I was laughing too hard.
That's awesome. Well, that's
Yeah.
a great update.
So-
Your Corvette's gonna sound amazing.
Yeah, but it's $5,500.
That's a lot of money.
I could use that for something else.
But you're gonna go ahead and get it fixed and do all the whole thing. And
Yeah, because it's leaking a little bit, and every time I get out of my garage, it's got a little transmission fluid. And the longer I wait, the worse it's going to
get. Yeah,
So-
that's smart.
So I don't want it to get worse.
Absolutely.
And
The transmission.
yeah, and it's $1,400 just to take the exhaust system off.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and get the
It's
transmission.
just all the work.
Hey, you can't have a mojito. You're too young.
You're just a baby.
So it takes that.
It's all that labor.
All
intensive.
that labor.
Yes.
And so it saves me $1,400 to put a new exhaust. Because if I do it later, it's gonna be another $1,400.
Yeah. Okay, well.
So we're saving money here.
Yep, it's actually a BOGO.
Thanks for saying that in Spanish. You were really good at that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you.
That could be a new segment, actually.
I
JJ's
was pretty
updated
good in
Spanish.
Spanish class. I'm saying I miss my calling.
You may take my clients away from me.
I'm
might.
like, do you
I
want,
have one
you
that
want to
I'll give
offer
you.
what? 2 million? 2 million? Okay,
$2 million? Okay, great.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
2 million. Like she's like, Shaylee, we have a deal. We're getting the good one on this one.
Every seller's like, we accept.
But it's a 2-1. How do you get 2 million?
2 million.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't even worry about appraisals.
No.
Nope.
No.
Move
2
right
million.
along.
Okay. Well, here we are for stories.
Story time.
All
We're
right.
cuddling in for the story.
All
Snuggle
right,
up.
let's all gather together. Right?
We're so excited.
I know.
All right.
Well, to set the scene really quick.
Yes.
We were told JJ had a great story by Brady.
My nephew in real estate class. So, that's another thing. My nephew's in real estate class.
That's an update.
What?
Duh.
That is an update. Who is that?
Brady, the blondie in the back.
He's so cute.
He does all of our running for us.
See,
You'll
that's the thing about cute boys is I don't notice them because I don't think that they're cute.
I just mean he's so cute.
He's a cute little boy.
Cutie
Oh,
boy.
is it the one that helps you out a lot?
Yeah, that's my nephew, Brady.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him. Okay,
He's
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, is he?
He's awesome.
He made me carry one of your waters. I don't know about all that.
That's
Oh!
true. You did carry
He
a water
persuaded
jug.
me to carry a
Did he
water. He's like,
really?
I can't carry this third one by myself. Like,
What a loser.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, yeah. Brady was in class. You came in and you were doing a little presentation or a little talking. So in that class, the teacher, Seth, will pull in other agents to tell either stories or explain different things about maybe what they do, in particular with their like job focus and different things like that. And so Brady was going nuts over.
You're like,
JJ's
you gotta
story.
have
You gotta
JJ.
hear him.
is
Yes.
that how he said it?
Yeah.
Kind of.
You gotta.
High praise.
It is. Which we love JJ, so we were like,
Yeah.
opportunity, we will take it.
And I'm like texting. He's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Okay.
Who is this again? Who this?
No, I know.
Who are you guys?
Like, what?
Okay, so
tell us your story,
Tell
and
us
you
your
can
story.
edit it, and if you need to,
Also, can I just say really quick, we did not introduce anybody.
Oh,
This is JJ.
Ortiz.
He is Ortiz with
Hola.
Keys with Ortiz.
Yeah.
Keys with
Ortiz.
I almost said it backwards.
Ortiz Real Estate. Get your keys with Ortiz.
Yes, it's so good. She's an agent in our office. Also, Bud. Okay, go.
Well, here's a life past update, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A past thing. So did you know that Shaylee helped train me and she hated me in the beginning?
That is not
She hated
true.
me. I'm gonna tell you, Gabe, do not cut that off. I used to call her like at 9:00 at night. Like, hey, can you help me out with this contract?
Oh,
I do love it.
Yeah, she was
Late
like-
night call.
Yeah, she was like, hey,
so
so
just like I'm my baby down.
They just threw up on me, but hold on, JJ.
she's like, hey, I know that we're doing we're helping each other, and I love helping, and I love.
I want to get out of this room.
she's like, I love your enthusiasm, and I love, she's like so motivating, right? She's like,
Yeah.
I love your enthusiasm. I love that you're doing this at this
Yes.
time, but we may need to talk about this during work hours.
I'm really sweating.
No, put her on the spot, huh?
You have to set your boundary.
No,
I think it's
And then
so
she
clear.
quit.
She quit
It's
the
because
team.
of me.
Oh, no, she did not.
That whole thing it was
It
finished.
was because of you.
Yeah, I think
She's
it
like,
was.
bye.
I did not
If
quit
you'll ever-
PC coaching because of you.
PC coaching was
Oh
on for like
my
5 years until I
God.
got there.
you shut it down.
I shut that shit. I
Shit down. Oh my
Shut
gosh.
it down.
That's amazing.
No, she
I didn't realize she
helped.
trained you.
You're amazing.
Yeah, she helped me.
She's
She helped me
there
with a
for
few
moral
contracts,
support.
and you did
That's
awesome though. Like
Thanks, JJ.
And
You're
honestly,
sweet.
the patience that she has, like, oh my God.
That's really good.
There was times that I was in that class when
Yeah.
I did come because I don't. That was the other frustrating thing. I understand why she was frustrated.
Oh, because you were not coming to the class.
I wouldn't come to the
but
class.
Then you call her at night.
And then I called her at
Okay.
because I had a job, right?
Right.
And I was trying to be this
Sure.
chameleon of a realtor.
You're doing good. You
And,
have a lot going on.
So she would have these scheduled class. So she's like, if you come to the class, we go through these
literally
things.
touched on this today.
Yeah.
JJ, about an hour ago when we were at the office, this was fine.
Yeah.
But here you are. You made it.
Like
Full circle.
you hear the kid like, Mom, is this that weird guy calling you again?
Is that JJ?
Is that Jay?
Oh my God.
But
I'm glad
no,
we're friends.
you had so much patience though, because
Thanks.
I used to come to the class and all these stupid questions that I used to have to hear.
Oh, you're like,
And
I
they
can't
were-
even handle it.
Well, they were like common sense.
Right,
Like
that
I wasn't
was.
even a realtor
You
for like
started
2
answering
weeks.
some of them, I feel like. At one point, you're like, I got it.
Yeah, like
Let's give
Shaylee,
Shaylee a break.
step back for a minute. I got this.
Shaylee's head's about
Yeah,
to explode.
we're gonna answer these stupid questions, one stupid question at a
That's fine,
time.
yeah.
That's amazing. Thanks, JJ.
Yeah,
Good friend. But we're friends now.
that PC coach was pretty cool though. What
You
happened
liked
to it?
Well, that's another podcast episode, JJ.
Okay,
We'll get into it. We'll have you back.
You have another segment.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We have another segment. We'll have you back.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll have to talk about that.
I don't think I was ever in. What's a PC coach?
You probably wouldn't have been. It
Yeah.
literally was
Personal counseling. That's what it's called.
No doubt.
That's
I'm
what
so-
it is.
that's the other podcast episode.
Yeah.
Shaylee's not a licensed therapist.
Yeah, she can make 3 segments out of this.
Yeah, we
Oh
probably
PC
my,
coaching.
It was a
I cannot
short-lived
wait.
program. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was really meant to help new agents.
Yeah. No, she did a good job though. Like I'm making fun, but it's fun and all, but like she did a good job. Like I got to learn a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
That's really kind.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah.
Thanks. I don't think anyone's ever told me that about the program. I really
She's
appreciate
like,
it.
I wish I would have heard that then. I could have kept it going.
I'd still be going, not sweating so much right
She's
now. I'm just
sweating.
kidding.
That's awesome.
All right, what's your story?
Okay, so let's start from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Love this.
We bought a property at auction. It's 22264-C State Highway 86. So if you want to go on Zillow, you can check that out.
I love that.
So that way you can
That's
see how it
cool.
looks,
Okay.
and then you can see the befores. You can
JJ always
You can
be
see-
selling, just
Yeah, I
FYI.
was gonna say. Befores, afters. You
Yeah.
can check out my
luxurious
progress.
vinyl
Check out my
planks that
work.
will be on top of the beautiful set.
This is amazing.
But so no, if anybody wants to see it, they can go
Yeah, that's
online and
cool.
see what it looked like before and what it sold for, because I'm gonna start having some videos on the progress.
Absolutely.
That
You're
I
really good
haven't-
at doing those, by the way. I love that.
Thanks. I haven't posted it because first we don't have the squatters that we need out yet.
Is that the story we're about to hear?
Yeah,
the
so
top.
so we're gonna go back and forth a
Okay.
little because that's how I am, and you know me that.
I love
That's
it.
how I am.
That's why you're here.
But so we bought a property at auction. It was there was a tornado. We went to Neosho, right?
Mhm.
That day was April 29th. And
This year?
This year.
Okay.
And we were going to the auction. Before the auction, there was tornado sirens and hail. And do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Was
the
that
auction was
Easter?
that day.
Was that Easter? No, it couldn't have been.
29th?
No, not auction. No, there was multiple storms in that
There
week.
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
we had a hide at a Casey's.
Oh my
And
gosh.
We weren't even worried about dying.
Yeah.
We were worried about being
Getting to
late
the
to the
auction.
auction.
Like, no, this
Get
house.
me to the courthouse
Like,
on
what the
time.
Look, we can't
gotta
lose
get
this
out of
one.
here.
This is gonna be a good deal.
That's amazing.
Get to the auction.
And we were like, well, what if the tornado blew the house away? We just bought
And we
it.
just bought it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a whole other
So
issue.
there was a lot of what ifs that day.
Right.
Sure.
But we got there 1 minute before the auction started, right?
Woo!
And guess what? We were the only ones there.
That's what I was wondering. That's my next
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, we
Like,
were the
what
only
a
ones there.
blessing in disguise.
I know.
Yeah.
And so we were so excited, like, oh my God, this tornado really helped us, right?
Yeah.
Wherever it hit.
It wasn't here. We're
Yeah,
good.
it wasn't here. And so we went, they did the auction, we bought it for $153,000.
Love it.
So in 2021, it sold for $335,000.
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
So no wonder you're.
Heck of a deal.
Yeah, so it
Wow.
sold for $335,000 in 2021, which
Oh,
prices
yeah.
prices have gone up,
Yeah.
are balancing out, and depending on what you do to it, you can get a pretty good profit with what we pay for it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So every auction that you go to, if no one knows, is sometimes these auctions are occupied. Now they have that disclaimer that says the home can be occupied. You buy it at your own risk.
Right.
And then you also have to do your due diligence. As you guys know, there can be liens.
Sure.
There can be a few things that are on that house that you have to pay for.
Right.
That is your responsibility.
You take it on.
If you buy the house. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you bought the house and it was the owner's fault. It doesn't matter because the owner is removed and you are the new owner that takes on all the beautiful debt that house has.
Yeah,
Let me
the
ask you
options.
this. So if it's potentially occupied, is it usually a tenant or something like that? It's
Or
not
is
like
the owner.
Yeah, or is it the owner living
So
the
most
property?
likely it's usually the owner, depending on the price points.
Right.
So-
So like, I ain't leaving.
Yeah. Usually in my experience in the few houses that we've bought in auction, and we haven't bought a whole lot,
Yeah.
but the few houses that we've bought, they've been owner occupied.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a different bird. Like, well, bought your house, guys.
I need you to
Yeah.
get out on out.
But here's the funny thing.
Okay.
So this is where we're gonna get to the juicy stuff, right?
Here we go. I can't wait.
So we buy the house, and of course, we bought the house. We want to go see it.
Yeah.
So we go over there, and as soon as we get there, the first thing we see, because remember tornado, right?
Mhm.
And the wind and all this other stuff,
Mhm.
a tree's on top of the roof.
Oh,
Right.
no.
It's not a huge tree, but it's a big enough tree that can cause damage.
Damage. Yeah.
And luckily the tree was so close to the house that it just kind of like laid its head to rest on the roof. And
lay me
yeah,
here.
and it's a metal roof.
Okay.
So
Does
which-
that change?
Is
like,
yeah, oh, sorry.
Is that a big easier or harder to fix after that kind of damage?
well, if it's damaged, it's harder to fix because then
Sure,
it's not like
replace it.
shingles. You can't
Yeah.
just take pieces of
Pieces
shingles
off,
and
that's what I was
replace those
wondering.
shingles.
You take the whole
But
thing.
metal's a little harder than
Yeah.
of shingles, so it's harder to damage a metal roof, in my
Right.
opinion.
Well, and even
um,
insurance, you get better rated if you have a metal roof with insurance.
Yeah.
So they're sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So till this day, right? Again, I'm going back and forth, right? Till this day, that tree's still on the roof.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still on the roof, and I'll tell you why. And we'll go through this whole
People.
thing. So yeah, so we get there, and there's not just one person. There's not just two people. There's about 4 or 5 people there
Adults.
that are adults and that are, I would say, and I don't like to accuse people or judge people, but I think they're meth heads.
Okay.
And
that's going to be a pretty clear sign.
yeah, and judging the way the house looked and everything around it and the trash and how bad it looked. That's why I said you can go on Zillow and see how it looked, because when I show the videos,
Yeah.
you're gonna see all the trash that was on it.
can't
I actually have a
wait.
video on
can't
Facebook
wait.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, that I posted of the garage.
Okay, maybe we can link that with
Yeah.
the with
Yeah,
the
we
episode.
should.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's on. Yeah, it's been doing good too. It's got like 17,000 views right now.
What?
Dang!
You're
Yeah.
going viral.
I'm trying.
This will help you. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
This
Yes, it will. Oh my God, yes.
Nobody's like, yes, I'll
You're
be
going to
on
have to
there.
post this episode on your
Yes,
stuff.
vice versa.
Yeah,
JJ.
we're definitely gonna have to do that. Yes, especially with the
Triple
everybody
clap.
loves a mojito.
1, 2, 3.
We nailed it.
Especially with the mojito. and everything.
Mojito.
All right.
So I'll
good.
take a drink to that, right?
May as well.
Do it.
So
Yeah.
we get there and we find this guy named Chad, right?
Oh,
It's always
I
the
love a Chad.
Chad.
They're
Chad.
awesome.
Chad.
Yeah, beautiful man.
I do have a ex-brother-in-law named Chad. He's a very nice guy. So
He's a nice guy.
I had a good experience with a Chad.
I'm
Just
glad.
sorry.
Is it the Chad? Do you remember that from Charlie's Angels when he's running out? Drew Barrymore's character takes off to go on her mission, and he's like, "It wasn't the Chad."
Yes, I do.
That's what I have to say. Sorry,
But you met a Chad. This is a different
different
bird.
Chad. Anyway,
Yeah, so I met this Chad, and this Chad was very interesting.
Was he aggressive?
No, he
Oh.
wasn't aggressive at all. He was very like worried and like,
Paranoid.
okay,
Sure.
that
Yeah,
tracks.
that's
with
a good one. So he lived in the RV in the whole.
There was an
whole-
RV also. On
Yeah,
the
there's an
property.
RV like
Oh, okay.
like Breaking Bad RV.
like it's not connected to
Chad's
any kind of
cooking.
utilities.
Yeah, Chad.
Oh, it's the cooking.
Yeah,
it's
Chad's the
cooking.
chef.
Oh, Chad's a chef.
Yeah,
Chef Chad.
Yeah, chef. We call him Chef. We call him Chef
really?
Chad.
Did you really?
So yeah, Chef Chad
Yeah.
had his RV, and he connected his RV to the house with an extension cord.
Classy.
Yeah,
For sure. Why not?
you got to.
I would as
How
well.
do you perform what you need
Chefing.
to perform, right?
Gosh, you
How do
can't
you-
chef without
Yeah.
an electrical cord.
Yeah, he's got to chef his way out, right? So.
Mhm.
So we talked to him first, and he's like, I don't know what happened, and the owner went to jail. Yeah, so the owner was living there, and he went to jail. And so apparently the owner was living in the apartment. So just to talk about the house, it's a 3,100 square foot house.
Wow.
Has a metal roof, has solar, which is a little
All agents are a little out on solar.
Yeah. Jury's out.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
has solar, and it has a 7-car garage, and in
Oh
that
my
7-car garage has a studio apartment in it, and it has an in-ground pool.
In the
Holy
garage?
cow.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
One of the bays is a garage.
You just drive your car in and dip into the pool.
okay. You could drive your car to any of these, but that one.
What if you're like, oh no, wrong I drove into the pool again.
Oh, man.
Dang it.
Not again.
Put a sign on it. Okay, so
You know
pull in
that.
the back.
So yeah, so it has 7-car garage.
Oh
So
my
Chad
God.
was part of that 7-car garage, and
Chad was part.
yeah. So there's different parts of this house with people living in it.
Oh, they
Okay.
say like kind of all.
So Chad was pulling power from the garage.
He
For
was pulling
his-
power from the solar in the house.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
But
Yeah,
he
he
was
is.
in the
Yeah,
Chad.
very efficient.
So he didn't live in the RV. He just chefed
No, he lived
the
in the RV. Yeah.
So then how was he involved in the garage?
He was so-called mechanic. So people would bring their cars and trucks. There were engines and trucks and cars.
Chad was operating a
and
business.
He was a businessman.
Chad needs to use his powers for good.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
a
smart
chef
guy.
and a mechanic.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah,
Truly, I'm telling you, I think this Chad has a high IQ.
yeah,
I bet you're right.
yeah. He was cooking up his entrepreneurship.
I love it. Get it, Chad.
Pun intended.
So it has that 7-car garage. Well, the owner lived in the apartment.
Okay.
In the studio apartment.
The owner did?
Yeah.
I thought he was in jail.
Well, that's why I say he lived in the.
Oh, he did live. Gotcha.
He lived in the studio apartment, and then he so-called, I have to say this, parentheses, right?
Yeah.
Rented the house to two women, the mom and the daughter,
Okay.
and like 4 kids.
Okay.
Those are the ones that that we're waiting to leave.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That swear they have a lease, and we know that they don't have a lease.
Sure.
100%.
But they're leaving this Sunday.
It's actually happening.
It's
happening. So
okay.
I don't want
Where's
to
the
jinx it.
tree at in regards to the home?
Oh, like where?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
was it
so
laying?
the tree is on the left side of the house.
Opposite garage.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Not the 7-car garage is detached,
Oh.
and there's another
my
2-car
God.
garage.
Oh,
with
there
the
is
house.
9 bays.
cars. 9-car garage.
Yeah, this is like a like collector's dream if they wanted to have like so many cars
Right,
and
right.
collections and stuff.
We're gonna start looking for buyers.
I know. I was thinking that same thing. In the detached, not to get off topic, but in the detached, could a person put an elevator in it? Like, is it big enough of those bays? Are they big enough where you can put your car on and then do the elevator to put another car on top?
No, it's 1 level, so no,
Okay.
it's not.
Did you have someone in mind?
Yeah, who do you
I
have?
can't say.
Oh, another character.
Oh.
Off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right.
Off-market deals.
We love them.
They happen all the time.
So Chad's there.
So Chad's
There's
there.
2 women and 4 kids.
It's 2 women and 4 kids, right? So I record all this, right?
Sure.
I'm recording the way the garage looks.
Yes.
It's trash. There's
You
a
have
bed.
to.
There's a bed in one. So
Hmm.
the way it looks is there's a 2-car garage, the studio apartment, and then 5 bays, right?
Okay.
That's
gotcha.
how it is
Okay.
all together.
And it's all it's attached.
All attached. It's all
Okay.
brick and everything.
Wow. Even the 7?
Yeah.
Wow.
All brick. It looks like a little business. Even the door is like one of the doors like our
Like
door.
glass.
We're
like,
all
like,
going. We're all
in
looking
Keller
at this
Williams?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That's what I said. You got to look up this
We do.
house.
For sure.
Has an acre of land, and the only thing is in Granby.
Oh.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
But still,
I
hell of a
say
deal.
I say that city like, oh.
Granby's fine. Granby's fine.
Well,
All right.
We've had
So-
buyers that look down there very and
Yeah.
really
Sometimes
interested.
they're- yeah.
yeah, I mean it's 13 miles from the L show, so it's not bad.
That's not bad.
But to go back to the story, we talked to Chad. Chad said he swears he's gonna move out. He didn't know that they were getting foreclosed on, which is totally bullshit because
Yes.
you know and I know that any foreclosure, they put
Notice.
signs on
Notice.
notices on the
many
doors.
Notice.
There's so
yes.
many notices that go on the
They-
door.
yes.
They exhaust themselves with notices,
Yeah.
and so
Because they have to.
they
Yeah.
put it on the doors, right? Well, so Chad told us that the owner went to jail,
Okay.
and so he's in jail. Maybe not now because and I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, he's not. He was in jail at that time, and so I record everything just to record the way everything looks and how and then we started going into the house, and we meet the people. Well, we meet the one person that lives in the house,
Okay.
and she has 4 kids, right? And so I'm recording all this, right? And this is sad, right? This the house looks trash,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
I mean, and surprisingly, the house doesn't look bad as far as like the walls.
So not a
Yeah.
lot of major damage.
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, that's
It's just a hoarder's dream.
Just trash. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff everywhere, not clean.
Yeah.
And so we tell the person that's living there that we're the new owners and we're here to look at the property and finding out when they're going to move out. And she was like, oh, well, I didn't know about this. I just found out like a week ago that that the owner was getting foreclosed on. We actually had plans on buying this house. I don't know how, but and so she starts crying.
Oh,
And
that's
you know,
hard.
That's hard.
yeah, it is. But you become a little heartless.
Kind of have to.
After-
JJ's like, it is, and
Yeah,
that makes sense.
well, you guys, you know me more, but like you guys know that I'm pretty sentimental. I
Yeah.
have a good heart and
Yeah.
I care about people.
Yeah.
But like she was, I felt bad for her at that time, but now I don't
Gotcha.
because of all the things. that
Because of
put
what's
Sure.
happened.
It was crazy. I took video of everything, and I was mainly taking video of the house to see what we need to do, if
Sure.
there's any damage. And then we started talking to her about moving out.
Mhm.
Well, at that time, one of her kids,
No, you're fine.
one of her kids was on the bed in one of the rooms, and this is like huge primary suite. It's freaking crazy. It looks like a living room. That's how
Whoa.
huge
Oh
that
my
primary suite
God.
is.
love that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We gotta go.
Jacuzzi
Yeah.
tub,
Oh
walk-in
my
closet. I mean, it's
This was a
huge.
party house
Yeah,
at one point.
it was. Yeah.
Okay.
So the kid, guess what he asked me? You want to take a guess?
Should you say it in Spanish? I don't know.
So he asked me if I was his dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you my?
Yeah.
Are you my dad?
How
How
old
Just
was
like
it?
that. He's probably like 3.
Oh,
JJ.
like my
Yeah.
dad
Were you
finally-
heartbroken?
Well, I was recording, so
Are you my dad?
I was weirded. I was weirded out.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
It is weird.
And
I
so
don't-
the-
It's sad and weird.
So I have all
Makes
that.
me feel uncomfortable.
I have
You
all
got
that
that on
recorded.
recording.
Yeah, I have all that recorded. And then I have the mom saying, like, I forgot the kid's name, but so and so, that's not your dad. Like you've seen your dad, and he asked me twice. He's like, "Are you my dad?" And I was like, "Oh gosh, this sucks." But
This is not a good scenario.
yeah,
Ugh.
and I'm not claiming anybody.
You're like, oh no.
I am not your father.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
Not the
disclaimer,
Faja.
like, look, I have my last kid was 16. I don't.
Ah,
I'm-
Yeah.
we're
I'm
not
not
I'm
starting.
not paying alimony.
Yeah, I'm not paying child support. This is not how you're gonna get yours.
I'm gonna get yours.
She trains them all to be like,
Yeah.
ask them if that's
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
dad.
there's a man coming.
Any guy that
Ask
looks
him.
like they have a little money,
Ask them if it's their fault.
Yeah, and then we got him.
Oh my
Then we
God.
got him.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay, so you go in, so you go through.
yeah. So that's that first day.
Okay.
We and then we talk about her leaving, and she talks about she will try to leave, but she's gonna need time. She doesn't know where to go. She doesn't have any family. She has her mom there, but she's got to talk to her mom, and that she didn't know, and she's distraught, and all this other stuff. All these stories, right?
Okay.
Sure.
Lots.
So that's that first day.
Okay.
Right? Second day, we come back the next day or the day after, and we write up something like a notice to vacate.
Eviction, yeah. Mhm.
So it's like an eviction, right?
Sure.
Almost like that. So we told we give her about 14 days to
That's nice.
move
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Which 2
And-
weeks? I mean,
Yeah, we thought we were being nice,
Yeah.
and we told her we will work with you. We're not trying to kick you out.
Yeah.
Just make sure that there's nothing broken, but we're not trying to kick you out. And we thought we were being nice, right? Well, that second day, she said we tried to have her sign that paperwork, and she didn't want to sign it.
Mm-hmm.
So she did not want to sign it. I said, well, you don't have to sign it. We're just giving it to you.
Yeah.
Like, and I have it. I took a picture of her, like she's like this.
Oh.
I'm not playing games.
No, you're not. Well,
we delivered this notice.
No, not when you're. I mean, this is business. You just paid. It is a good deal, but it's still you paid $153,000 and
it's your house.
It's your house.
Yeah. So she didn't want to sign it, but I took a picture of her showing that I gave it to her, and the dates and stuff. Well, we found out that after that, my business partner gets a phone call, and it was a lawyer from Kansas that has no jurisdiction in Missouri, basically kind of threatening and saying we're not following the law, that we're not supposed to give letters like that, and that we can't be doing what we're doing. And then he gives a full disclaimer, like, I'm not a lawyer licensed in Missouri. I'm licensed in Kansas, so I'm not allowed to give legal representation to these people. But I'm like we were like, who the f*** are you?
Yeah,
like,
get out of here.
Yeah, like just
yeah,
like who are you?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he tried to tell us how wrong we are and that they've spent $3,000 for a down payment because they were going to buy the house, and they spent this. Oh, and there's no water in the house. It has a well.
No. I wondered.
Yeah, there's no water in the house. It has a well, and the well's not working right.
And they're living in there.
And they're living in there with no water.
Oh,
that can't be good.
It's
never good if there's no water.
Yeah. So there's no water.
There's electricity, obviously.
There's electric, okay. But from what the lady told me that's living there right now, a squatter, this squatter number one. I'm gonna call it squatter number one. She told me that the owner had owed $15,000 on electricity. I don't know how you can get it that high.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so they had to pay
solar panels. That's not really saving you much money, but
I know. She had to pay $1,500 or $2,000 to get it on and put it in their name, which I don't understand that, and I don't believe any of that. But
that's true.
It is what it is. They have electricity.
Okay.
One of the HVACs doesn't work, so she was complaining that the house is hot. I'm like,
I'll get right on that, sis.
I'm like, yeah.
You're not our tenant.
Yeah. So the lawyer, when he left the voicemail, I said, oh well, they're your tenants. You're supposed to be fixing the water. They're without water and they're without heat. They're without AC.
Nice.
And they have a lease. Like they have never showed us a lease. Yeah. And she told us that they had a lease, and I was like, well.
Show it. Let me see.
Do you have it? You don't have a lease. But so finally, after that, we got a lawyer. Yeah. Because we were trying to be nice. Yeah. We were trying to do everything, to where we can just agree. And well, they supposedly got a lawyer, and so we got a lawyer to make things more serious. And so our lawyer advised us on what we needed to do, and we found out that there's a thing called unlawful detainer. Okay. That you can perform and send over to them and have them go to court and try to get them kicked out. There's a process to this water stuff.
Is it kind of so different than an eviction?
Yeah, different than an eviction.
Because they're squatters.
Okay.
Right.
If there was an eviction, then we would have to abide by the lease, and then if they didn't pay, then we'd have to follow the whole system, right? Uh-huh. This is basically if they don't have a lease but they're squatting, then we have to go through what's called an unlawful detainer. Here's the kicker, and here's what sucks about different areas and counties. That we were told Newton County sucks.
Oh.
And they take a little longer than other counties.
Gotcha.
To do anything. So because of that, we were told that it could be, and from past experience, that they could just live there for 9 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So how are you? Okay. So how are you getting her out next week?
So we offered $3,200. Well, first we offered $2,000 for them to move.
Because it's cheaper sometimes just paying to leave than go through the whole thing.
Yeah, it's called cash for keys, right?
100.
So we offered $2,000 for her to move, and she accepted that, and we were going to sign the paperwork. The moment that we went there the next day to get the paperwork signed, they decided not to be there.
Oh, that's
and then told us when we called that for us to talk to their new lawyer. They've had 4 lawyers since then.
New guy.
Yeah, there's been a lawyer in Kansas City, Granby, and now one in Neosho. That I don't know how they.
So many lawyers in Granby.
Yeah,
setting up office.
I'm the Grandview lawyer.
Yeah.
He's also the mayor.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Your local mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chad.
it's Chad. Chad.
Chad's the lawyer.
Chad.
We knew he was smart.
You are doing everything.
Yeah. He's a serial entrepreneur.
I love it. I'm in, Chad.
But so they didn't want to sign. They said, "Oh, you're gonna just deal with our lawyer, and they can take the payment." I said, "It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But we know where you're getting at. You're just lying to us. You're BSing, and you don't want to do
Mhm.
anything." So that was last week,
okay.
right? And then this weekend, she sends us a message like, "Oh, all this sob story. Like now, we're gonna have to move, and it's gonna take 2 or 3 weeks for the new apartment to be ready. So we can't just leave. We can't afford it with just $2,000. It's going to take us $3,200. And if you could do that, then great. If not, then take us to court." That's what the text said.
Wow.
So we talked to our lawyer, and we already knew what the advice was gonna be.
Yeah.
And the lawyer, said the same thing. He's like, it's $3,200 better than going to court,
Yeah.
especially when you can get them to leave right away because
100%.
it can be drug out, and you can be doing this for a lot longer than
Yeah.
you want to.
Yeah.
So we agreed to $3,200. We revised the paperwork that the lawyer drew up. And basically the paperwork is just saying that they are acknowledging that there's no lease and they're moving out.
Yeah.
And they're having everybody move out, not just
Is Chad still there at this point too?
Chad's not there right now. So
Is
now
the
he's not
trailer?
there. No, he left.
Oh,
his,
everything.
He pulled that off.
His operation's gone.
Yeah.
He got a new spot to
Good.
hunker down.
Good luck to you, Chad.
Yeah. His mobile cooking station's not there.
Oh, Chef Chad.
Oh my God, look at this. Anyway,
JJ,
What happened? Leaking?
pull it together. I'm just kidding. You're probably condensating.
It's
my
the-
nipple's leaking. Anyway,
Oh
so
my gosh.
I literally have to get on myself every time we do a
It's-
podcast.
It's
you
transferred
now.
to JJ.
Yes.
look at this. Oh my gosh, I look like I need a bib.
This is real people on this podcast.
Real people, real conversations.
That's right.
Real characters.
Real cocktails and real
So
characters.
next week, it's happening.
Yeah, so this Sunday we're supposed to be getting no keys. There's
Yeah,
no keys
sure.
to the
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
So we're not getting keys, right?
No.
Hey, Cashford, get the heck out.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I like that.
yeah, we're gonna go. We're supposed to go this Sunday,
Okay.
and we told
Lock
them
it
as
up.
long as everything looks good,
Yeah.
we'll give them a cashier's check,
Okay.
and they will get $3,200. Everybody will be gone.
And you rekey that sucker real
We
quick.
rekey it.
Lock
We
it
lock everything
down.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna put cameras. We bought a Wi-Fi system
Yeah.
from Verizon
Mhm.
that allows us to have wireless cameras
Nice.
all around, so that way we can.
How
Smart.
long is this renovation going to take?
About 3 months.
Oh, dang.
That's quick.
So it
Yeah.
really is in decent condition.
Yeah. I mean, we got about
I should have a lot of floors
6
to
or 7
redo.
guys that.
Okay.
Just
that-
get in there and
Yeah.
Knock it out.
The most of it's just cleanup. It's gonna take
Yeah.
2 weeks to probably clean the whole
Oof.
place up. It's bad.
Big house.
get
too.
those
Yeah.
roll-offs out there.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see this
Me
house.
Too, me too.
We'll
Yeah.
go video it.
Yeah, you can
Ooh,
if you want to.
okay.
Yeah, you can come video.
Only after the squatters are gone.
That's
Ooh,
true.
They freak me out.
I don't want him to
Well-
ask me if I'm their dad.
Yeah.
I'm not your dad.
You ever watched any of like?
Go to that kid. I'm not your dad. Okay.
Don't even ask.
I'm a girl.
Like, you want
About
to get
your mom.
smacked? Huh? You don't know me like that.
My poor children.
Oh my God.
JJ, that's crazy.
That's a great story.
That's fun.
Oh yeah, it's been
Have
it's
you ever
been a
watched
whirlwind.
any? Sorry to interrupt you. Have you ever watched any? But I'm going to anyway. Anything on like social media or on TV about squatters, especially in California? They're impossible to get off your property. Impossible. And they'll go in and they watch like Airbnbs, and as soon as like the person checks out of the Airbnb, like
They go in.
they bust in, and because they're already in, and then they change the locks.
Oh my
Then
gosh.
it takes an act of God to get them out. It's awful.
Well, see, as you know, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right?
Oh, okay.
And-
Brooklyn boy.
Brooklyn. No, so in Brooklyn, and like, well, not just Brooklyn, but in New York, people actually have that as a career.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
they're like experienced squatters. They know what to do. They go into an abandoned building, right? And they'll order pizza, get receipts. They'll put the lights in their name. They'll fix it up a little bit, get mail, and then once and these people, the buildings are abandoned, so the owners don't know because they don't take
They're not checking on them.
they
Yeah.
don't take care of stuff.
Right.
Some how some owners are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have to set alarms to take
They
care
have
of their
to set alarms.
properties.
to see friends. But they demand so much money to be able to move out,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's wild.
they make money off it. And I'm not talking about like $500.
No.
You're looking at 15 grand, 20 grand.
Oh my gosh.
Like if you want me out of here, 15 or
That's
20
like
grand.
level up. You don't stand on the corner and ask for money
That's
on your cap anymore.
insane.
Like next level. I'm
You know-
telling you, it is wild to watch. And there's nothing that police can do in certain
Mhm.
situations. They just have to stand there and
Yeah.
So I watched one. I'm not going to waste our time on that, but I've watched some that are so wild where they the owner has to just figure it out themselves, and they'll do some crazy, funny stuff.
Heck yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's crazy how squatters have so many rights. I mean, we went to the
It's
sheriff
insane.
Yeah.
in Newton County,
Yeah.
and Newton County was like, we've been to that place so many times. There was a gun shooting, like a shooting in the house.
What? In the house?
Yeah, there was a shooting in the house.
What?
There's been drug
Sure.
people in there.
Chef Chad.
Well, hence the guy that's in prison.
Yeah,
Right.
there's been a lot of stuff that's happened
Wow.
where there's been domestic violence.
Oh my
can't
imagine.
gosh.
Yeah, the house has a lot of experience.
So
And-
it's
and-
seen some
It's
things.
seen
some
It
things.
needs a fresh coat.
Yeah.
A new life.
It needs a prayer.
A lot
We
of
can do
them.
that.
Yeah,
We can do that.
we need to circle it up. Anyway, so
This is amazing. Okay, so you're getting
so
it
yeah,
back,
the sheriff was like, oh, we don't, we've been there, but we can't help you
Yeah.
because they technically, if they are there, they may be living there, so you have to go through the courts. And, it's so much BS.
wild.
though. That is wild.
You can't just shoot them anymore.
Not
Yeah.
the wild, wild
Not like
west.
the good old days.
Yeah, not like Yellowstone.
Yellowstone's not real.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, 1883, people got shot.
People got shot.
Yeah,
JJ.
That's a great story.
Thanks for telling us
We
this story.
cannot wait for the update. Make sure to tell us the
I
update, and then we'll
know.
update our people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we
I'll
will.
be after this Sunday. Once they're completely
Yeah.
out, I'm gonna post the videos
Nice.
of the
Oh,
ones.
so we can watch you.
I went
Yeah.
the one where the kid says, "Are you my father?"
Yeah.
Please post
Just that.
Papa.
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 I'm not your poppy. I love it. Okay, so did you like your drink today?
I did. Yeah, the mojito was fire.
Fire. Thank you.
That's a fresh word.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Thank you.
It's
That
kind
was
of
great.
funny because it's a mojito, means wet.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
It feels weird to call the drink
Yeah.
mojito then.
Like mojo is like,
Wow.
It's a little bit wet.
well,
Poquito. Mojito.
it's I guess it's different meanings. Like because mojo
Maybe
could
it's
be
fresh?
could be mold.
It's a wet mold.
Enjoy your wet mold drink. It's
but
delicious.
Está mojito. That's,
Ah.
from Puerto Rico, I mean, there's like
That's
there's
amazing.
different dialects
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
Spanish culture.
We need to look that up.
But yeah, it's like wet.
Wet. Well, it was.
Well, it's a drink.
It was
so
a drink.
that tracks.
Yeah.
All right.
Mojito means a little wet.
A little bit.
Build it for us.
Oh, it's just a mojito. It's classic. So
it's very fresh.
you muddle lime and mint leaves, and which I picked out of my pod at home. Chink, chink, chink. So muddled like 6, 7, 8 mint leaves with some simple syrup. You're supposed to do like sugar, and I don't like because sometimes it doesn't dissolve right. So our simple syrup that I made, some mint, and a whole lime. I squeeze half a lime in there, and then I muddle the other half to give us some of the zest. And then 2 ounces of light rum, ice, shake it, glass of ice, and top it with some sparkling water or some club soda or whatever. That's it.
Topo Chica.
Topo Chica.
JJ, thanks for coming on our podcast.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Great
It was
story.
fun. Yeah.
Milo, thanks for coming on our podcast.
He's like
He's
This
asleep.
is exhausting. All these people talking. Ugh.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Bye.
Well, bye.
Thanks for joining us.